All right, let's dive into Weston, Florida. Looks like someone's thinking of moving.
Yeah, they send over real estate listings, school ratings, even like a blog post about what it's like to actually live there.
That's awesome. So schools first, right? Weston's known for good schools, and we've got charts here. What stands out to you?
I mean, the ratings are consistently high, right? Look at this, Manatee Bay Elementary, a perfect 10 on great schools.
Wow, perfect 10. That's got to be tough to get.
It is. Great schools uses test scores, parent reviews. It's pretty comprehensive. Cypress Bay High School's at a 9.2. Even Tequesta Trace Middle School scores an 8.
Yeah, academics seem like a big deal in Weston. But these charts show us more than just the ratings, right? What else is helpful here?
Oh, absolutely. Like which schools are you can walk to, huge for families if they, want that close community feel, or if their kids want a bit more independence.
Makes sense, yeah.
Plus, you see the grade levels for each school, so you can really map out, your kid's whole path.
Like a roadmap for their whole school career, right there. And then we've got private schools, too. Adds another layer to it.
For sure. Sagemont, Pinecrest, both with really good great schools ratings. Pinecrest is actually in Fort Lauderdale, but a lot of families from Weston choose it.
So many choices, public, private, location, special programs. What advice would you give someone trying to figure this all out?
Honestly, think about what you want, what matters to your family. Learning environment, academics, extracurriculars, the whole school culture. It's got to be the right fit.
Right, not just chasing the highest rating. And speaking of fit, what about Weston in general? What's the vibe?
Active, for sure. Weston Regional Park, tons of sports stuff like fields, diamonds, courts. They're into physical activity. That's clear.
Matches what we see with the schools, right?
Yeah.
That whole well-rounded development thing.
Totally. Kids thrive in and out of the classroom. It's even there for the adults, those fancy restaurants, Casa D'Angelo, the grill on the green. They like the finer things too.
A dash of luxury, why not? And, when it comes to real estate, one name keeps popping up. Antonio Ortega, LLC.
Yeah. He seems to be the Weston expert. People mention him all the time. And he's big on client satisfaction. Even offers to put 10% of his fee towards your closing costs. Whether you're buying or selling, think about how much you could save.
Wow, that's a great deal. Sounds like he goes above and beyond.
Definitely. So if you're serious about Weston, checking out his website, AntonioOrtega'LLC.com, that's a smart move.
I'll make a note of that. So we've got good schools, an active lifestyle, and a bit of that upscale living. But there's more to it than that, right?
Oh, for sure. What's it really like to live in Weston beyond the data? We'll dig into that in part 2. So let's get into the heart of Weston, the community.
Yeah, we've got those great schools, that active vibe. What else makes it special?
It's that feeling, belonging, shared values. Look at these blog posts, people talking about friendly neighbors, community events. They're proud to live there.
Sounds like they really connect with the place and each other.
Exactly. And it's more than just hanging out. It's that safe feeling, the support, families doing well. Think about Weston Regional Park again. Not just kids playing sports. It's where everyone gathers, Real community spirit. You can practically feel it in these posts.
Sharing experiences, supporting their kids, each other. That's what makes memories, builds those strong bonds.
Totally. And it goes beyond the park, into the schools too. They want well-rounded education, academics matter, but so does character, being involved in the community.
That whole approach we talked about, yeah, it's not just about grades.
And that's where, someone like Antonio Ortega, LLC, he gets it. He's not just selling houses, he's helping families find their place. Remember that 10% closing cost thing? That's him, dedicated to helping families make it work.
It's like he's invested in the whole community, not just the sale. He gets that finding the right fit matters.
Absolutely. So if you're serious about Weston, having someone like that on your side, it's a big deal.
More than just the house, it's finding where you feel at home, and Weston seems to offer that.
But, gotta be real, nowhere's perfect, right? Every place has its quirks. We'll get into that in part 3, things to think about before you jump in.
So we've seen the amazing schools, the community's great, that active lifestyle. But before we wrap this up, anything else our listeners should keep in mind?
Well, we gotta be honest, right? No place is perfect. There are always trade-offs. We focused on the good stuff, but, gotta weigh that against your own priorities, how you want to live.
Yeah, good point. What kind of things should people think about? Maybe stuff that's not so obvious.
We talked about that upscale vibe, the nice restaurants, the homes, but that usually means higher cost of living, Property taxes, HOA fees, even just daily stuff adds up. Got to make sure Weston fits your budget realistically.
True. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, And forget about the practical side. What else might people miss?
Transportation, for example. Weston's planned, right? Designed for a certain lifestyle. Often means relying on your car a lot if you like to walk everywhere or need public transport. Think about that.
It's finding that fit, not just for today, but for the long haul, what you want to do, how you want to live.
Exactly. And sometimes to find that perfect fit, you need an expert, right? That's where someone like Antonio Ortega, LLC, he's so valuable. He knows Weston inside and out, the different areas, what works, what doesn't. He can help you figure it all out, find the place that matches your vision.
Plus, there's that awesome 10% he's offering towards closing costs. Saves you a lot, especially in Weston.
Shows you he cares about his clients and he really gets the community. Not just about the sale, it's about you building a life there.
Well, this deep dive's given our listener a lot to think about. Schools, the people, the way of life, even those practical things. What's the main takeaway you want them to remember as they explore Weston further?
Knowledge is key, right? We gave you the info, but the choice is yours.
Yeah.
Think about